Shout out to BQ Mommy in the building. A lot of phone calls. The phones been going off like I'm on Hot 97. Before I get to the content, follow for Master Flex on IG. Him and Conway going back and forth. It's a good hip hop argument. It's a great hip hop argument about old school DJs should hang it up, whatever the case may be with that. But follow that. It's hip hop. It's a hip hop beef. And hopefully nobody dies. It's just hip hop beef. They're going back and forth. And maybe we'll be able to hear more Gasilda on Hot 97. Shout out to St. Louis. Don Rico's in the building, you heard? You know, the Nas documentary, the Crown Courts TV, J.E. Moneybags, the actual grand jury minutes, the actual trial minutes. The weirdest part about this is I'm reading Alvin Smiley's paperwork. Black Cuddy's in the building. J.E. Moneybags is in the building. I mean, Don Rico's in the building. BQ Mommy's in the building. Shout out to East Harlem. I know they in the building somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot gonna come out of this. The show is based off of was Supreme set up by a groupie law enforcement officer. A guy that just wanted to lock up some big names. You know, even though Preem had nothing to do with Officer Burns, his name will always be attached to that because the group of individuals he was around, he may have went to the club with, he's in pictures with. So don't ever forget that. So he'll always be attached to that. Just like Murder Inc. There will always attachment to something that's in that zone. It's a lot, there's a lot of things coming out. Definitely shout out to Lucas Steven. He has from Queens. Follow him on IG. He does films. Just to let you know, he's into the films. Some of y'all may know him as Spoon. He ran with Fat Cat. Watch, you got his other projects. He has a Supreme project coming out with the visuals. Now, I'm gonna let y'all, before y'all go crazy, who created the narrative publicly? Who's a credible source to the narrative that E Moneybags was shooting at Supreme and killed Black just by accident? Who created that narrative? Publicly. We don't care who co-signed it after. Who created that narrative? Before the feds created it. Who created that narrative? Who spoke that into who spoke that theory into existence? Y'all my hip hop heads. What's your jacket? What's poppin'? What's your jacket? You there somewhere? I see your comments on, you know what, I'm in a different Wi-Fi zone. But who spoke it into existence? Who's credible, not just the streets, but who went to a media source or any media source and put out there, yo, E Moneybags got killed because of such and such. To my knowledge, y'all can see it from was Prodigy in his book. How is it that Prodigy writes something in his book, his audio book? Because allegedly, the night that Prodigy got locked up, no disrespect to Pete, man, and Pete salute, dogs. Remember, Jam Master Jay passed away. They first tried to say that Supreme did it because the beef he had with 50 Cent, right? Remember, that was the narrative before they started digging about the drug dealing and him owing taxes to the state and all type of craziness. Preem name was involved. Remember, 50 Cent was doing a show in Jersey, I believe. Prodigy got caught with a slammer. Right? Remember, Prodigy was a part of G Unit. Remember, he caught the gun charge. Y'all remember that, right? What did Prodigy tell the police when he got caught? Did he? Because everybody else is trying to say, you know, forget what everybody else is trying to say. Did he tell the police? I'm not calling him a rat, but did he tell the police this narrative? I had the gun. I know dudes that got caught with guns and said the reason why they had the gun on. I know somebody who did that. They got caught with a slammer and said they had the slammer because somebody down the block, I had beef with such and such. Yo, I had the gun on me because we got beef with Preem because Preem killed my man. Who's your man? E Moneybags. E Moneybags, that's Prodigy hip hop friend. Prodigy goes up north, you see what transpired, case may be, he writes an audio book. He talks about the E Moneybags situation as well as the Noriega situation, plus Ty Nitty situation. But he's credible because he's been in hip hop. What's Prodigy's beef with Jay-Z in the real world? The Wolves is up. The Wolves is up. What's Prodigy's beef with Jay in the real world? What's the real issue, dog? Because we just found out that Jay gave Preem money to do his movie, Crime Partners. E Moneybags is your man. So in your head, if you felt that they got your man killed, yo, Jay, what you doing, Jay? What you doing, Jay? What's up, Jay? What's good? What's good? Is that what the original, not the, nah, you said that, because ain't no fun. The reason why Prodigy said he had beef with Jay made no sense. Oh, because he said in Money, Cash, whatever, with DMX, New York's been soft ever since Snoop stepped on the buildings. Huh? Are we going to forget that Tupac is disrespecting you crazy? Mikey B's in the building. Shout out to Queens. But you put that in the atmosphere, bro. Prodigy, you did that. You put that in the atmosphere. We don't know, out of all the things that Preem done in his whole life, we're going to sit here and go, well, I know that, though somebody's going to say is Preem did it because Prodigy said he did it. Because him and E Moneybags had to beef with Prodigy over a Jeep situation. He put that in the air. And that's why Preem is sitting in jail right now. Because they went with that narrative. I don't know what he told the police, but I know what he put in that book. And since he's credible, why would he lie for? That's what all said. Why would he lie for? Why would he lie for? Because it wasn't about E Moneybags. How was Prodigy eating? Even Havoc said it. When they got down with G Unit, 50 Cent took them to the moon. This ain't even a 50 Cent show, but he took them to the moon. They began to call Havoc Hollywood Hav. He began to bring Havoc into these rooms that dudes couldn't even get into. Because this is Mr. 10 million soul. He's a different dude, different time in the game. Right? Prodigy. So his loyalty was the E Moneybags, but he had more loyalty to the man who revived their career. Remember? He signed them in MOP, remember? Got you. Finesse, you here. Good morning, you here. We here. Exactly. So his loyalty went to that. You know, they went from getting 2,000-3,000 a show back to performing on MTV Awards. Now they back at 10,000-20,000 a show. They back. They're making more money because the money's changing in hip hop. Remember the G Unit tour? They was on the tour, remember? That alone put probably a $500,000 way in the clothing line. 50 had them on another level. But this has nothing to do with 50 Cent. But I'm just saying the narrative that these dudes put out there. Okay. I'm not a spectator. I got some audio. I'm going to play some audio for you party people. 50 Cent, it's all about 50 Cent. 50 Cent alleges that the man who shot him is dead, right? Somebody throws in the air it was Homo from Brooklyn. That's who shot him. Why Homo shot 50 Cent? Why did Homo shoot 50 Cent? The thing acting crazy. I don't know how this flagging game go, but people are trying to flag my joint. I don't care about all that. We here, party people. We here. I ain't cursing. I'm not saying nothing crazy. I'm here. Yeah, somebody's flagging. Yeah, somebody's flagging, bro. They flagging. And I salute them. I salute them. Yeah, they flagging. They gotta flag this one because it finally hit me. It hit me, bro. It finally hit me. Who created the narrative? Wow. Because the streets wasn't, because you want to know why? E-Money Bags never got locked up for the assassination of Black Just. There has not been one documentary where a homicide detective sat down and said, we was physically investigating E-Money Bags for Black Just. E-Money Bags is still riding around 111 in Springfield and every place else in Queens. Let's get the flag on. Yeah, keep flagging. Let's flag. Because we have to become well versed. When you're dealing with police, when you deal with dudes that deal with law enforcement, dealing with these dirty streets and these dirty corners, these dirty walls, there's no disrespect. I'm not here to go at 50 Cent. I'm not a rapper, my man. But I just know that you put in the atmosphere that Homo killed you, shot you. You did that. But then it doesn't make sense. Because you said Preem put the hit out on you. Right? That's what you said. Since, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See? Because where's the narrative at? So now, let's look at the situation. But you put that in the atmosphere. Then to find out the guy who allegedly, you know what I'm saying? The guy who allegedly did the situation where, how can I say it? The person would have been flagged. Actually, this is dope. The guy who allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, one of the shooters, this is, like I said, this is a disclaimer. Rest in peace, E-Money Bags family. Rest in peace, Prodigy. Rest in peace, Big Troy Singleton. That's just, we're gonna be respectful here. But let's get to the content. eBay. Now, why would eBay pick his gun up for Preem to do something with Big Noise Troy, right? Why would he do that? Why? Knowing that Preem, you cool with the guy that we're gunning for in my own borough. They're going to war. They're going to war with Homo, J.R. Hamilton, Crazy Preem, the other. They're going to war with them. But I'm going to allow you to bring me out my element to hit this guy, knowing that you're cool with Homo and you can line me up. Have me walk right into a death trap. Again, let's make it make sense. Come on. I want to argue with some of you. Let's argue. Let's have a conversation. Let's debate. Let's have a casual debate on this one. I'm not going to even be disrespectful. I don't care how many times he flagged, but you're going to get this knowledge on to understand it. I'm not God-body. I just can't see a man locked up for something that he ain't do. Y'all put this narrative out there. You hip-hop niggas did that. When you sat on Oprah Winfrey and you said, yeah, the guy who shot me, he dead, you co-signed it. Yo, Supreme really did that. You 10 million records in, bro. They going with that, the magazines, the sources, the SXLs, the MTV News and BET News, the outlets, VH1, yo, 50 Cent, Supreme. So now, hip-hop wise, Preem is this villain, this killer. He's dangerous. He allegedly got such and such killed because of car. Then I have to sit here and go, well, did E-Moneybags ever get snatched up for black just? We can't forget Prodigy was a part of your camp. G, you and that. You know what I'm saying? We can't forget that. This ain't about Prodigy. It's about hip hop, the streets, and the facts. You laugh because you laugh when Prim got that time because you seen the power of media and how the media can play to your advantage. And it worked. Yeah, it worked. Many men worked. But one thing you did do was you attached Preem's name into a conversation. Yo, Homo has a real beef with this World guy. World of them, they killing the killers of killers. He's cool with Homo. He paid Homo allegedly to hit him. Let's pay more attention to this guy, Supreme. He's still up to his old tricks. I know nothing about the video. But the video, and somebody saying in the audio book, yo, E-Moneybags died because of a G, because he shot. The streets was the streets saying that? Because Prodigy, you was up north. For all the money that Murder Inc. was making, don't you think they would have been got E-Moneybags hit? But you write the book now. E-Moneybags is dead. You can do that. Yo, blah, 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 blah. Come on, man. That was corny, bro. And that narrative got that man sitting in jail for the rest of his life. Let me tell you something about the streets, right? Let me give you some audio, right? I'm gonna give you some audio. I'm gonna give you guys some audio. Hold on. Because in this part of the audio is from Ivan Smiley testifying at a World case. At World's trial. Not even at Preem trial, at World's trial. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Crown Court CV. Shout out to Ivy. Now, I'm going to go to a part, right? I'm not a lawyer. Yeah, they got to flag this way. But I'm not saying nothing crazy. So they know, like, uh-oh, you can't do it to them. They're going crazy right now. You can't stop the bum rush. You can't stop the bum rush. Remember that. You can't stop the bum rush. Salute, salute, salute. Okay, here we go. Thank you to Crown Court CV for this information.
Victoria. And what happened? Where did you go? We drove to the site where the victim was at, and he said that was his Jeep. Divine got a phone call?
Look.
Yes.
Divine gets a phone call. Listen to this. Top of the morning. Divine gets a phone call. Listen to this.
Okay. And Divine was staying at the house? No, he came down to the house. Okay. Where did you have the gun 37 in the basement? Yes. Were those your guns? No. Whose guns were they? Supreme McGriff. Once you were picked up, do you remember what kind of car Divine picked you up in? I believe it was a Crown Victoria. And what happened? Where did you go? We drove to the site where the victim was.
Salute the Maylene. Great wording, very clear, very well versed. This is trial. This is the trial transcripts. This ain't grand jury minutes. This is the trial transcripts.
And he said that that was his Jeep. It was a silver Navigator. Who said that? Divine. Okay, so what happened? So Divine stayed in the car. We, Les, Trip, and T. Yes. No? Yes. TJ was another one of the shooters. Showing you what's already been entered as Government's Exhibit 57. Who is that a photo of? That's TJ. How about said they would have people looking? Is that right? Yes. You also looked for the victims? Yes.
How you're looking for somebody if you had a video recording of the block he's on, he hangs on? No mention to, I seen a video of what block he be on and where he be at. Y'all driving around Queens looking for the guy with Divine, who is not Supreme's co-defendant. You know what I'm saying? Who's Divine, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? You hear me? Where's Divine at? How did Divine get around all this? Divine! He actually took y'all to the murder. How come why I keep hearing Supreme? I'm supposed to hear like eBay, World, even Alpo, Wayne Perry. Divine, you had them in the crib. You called them for the 187. You took them to scrounge around and look for the guy. How you're not Supreme's co-defendant? You're not even hearing that you passed away, bro. You played a major part for this murder for hire. You was the link. Who's how about? You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that? How about you used to drive us around because he knew the victims personally, so he used to drive us around and look for them.
So was it Divine who had a beef with them? Was it Divine who had a beef with them? Is that who had beef with these cats? Yeah, Preem and this guy probably had a beef over a car or whatever the case may be, a Jeep. But the Divine was the one, because these hip hop cats keep putting Preem name with craziness.
How often did you look for the two intended victims?
Two intended victims, remember?
Every day. For how long, do you know?
You're looking for two people, Troy and Bags. They're looking for Troy and Bags.
For about a week and a half, somewhere around there. And were you ever with Mosley looking for the victims? Yes. And was that every day also? No, Mosley was there one time. And do you remember that one time you looked for victims with Mosley? Yes, he was in a different, separate car. Was this always in Queens? Yes. Now, you said at some point, you said how about had shown you a photo? Yes. Who did he have a photo of? E-Moneybags. Was it a clear photo?
He shows you a photo, but you look for two people. He don't show you Troy. He show you E-Moneybags. But what happened to the video?
It was a real tiny, small photo. It was real small. It was clear. Did you ever have a photo or see the other victim, Troy? No.
Now y'all telling me you're riding around Queens and you're looking for somebody you don't know what the fuck he look like. He just said he was looking for somebody he didn't even know what the person looked like. So now he finds out what Troy looks like when eBay murders the nigga allegedly. Oh shit, they go Troy right there.
There come about a time when you actually saw Eric Smith? Yes. What was his nickname? E-Moneybags. Can you tell us what happened on that day? On that day, we was in a house, and I guess Divine got a call, and he said that somebody shot the victims, and he told us to get ready.
Look at that call he got. Divine gave him a call and said somebody shot the victims. So why are y'all getting suited and booted for? Your next position is, let's see if it's true. Or why even go over, yo, Divine, you from Queens, my nigga, ride through this, ride through the block, make sure, you know what I'm saying, you see police out there. So you're telling me in the 20-minute span, there was no police arriving, no ambulances, nobody out there crying, falling on the floor. They did.
So we had geared up, put on bulletproof vests, and got the guns ready. That was down in the basement. And then they came and picked us in a car. Divine came and picked us up. And Trip, Les, TJ, myself got in the car with him. He drove us to the site where the victims was at. Okay, now you...
But I thought the victims were shot. I thought you didn't know what Troy looked like. Why would Divine tell you that Troy and such just got hit and bring you to the site where they got hit? But when y'all go there, we're gonna kill them niggas again. We don't care how much police is out there. We're gonna put 50,000. We're gonna push past the police with some mob and lay them niggas down again. This is what the man's saying. A good lawyer, you know what I'm saying?
You got a phone call first, is that right? Divine. Divine got a phone call? Yes. Okay, and Divine was staying at the house? No, he came down to the house. Okay, where did you have the gun 37 in the basement? Yes. Were those your guns? No. Whose guns were they? Supreme McGriff. Once you were picked up, do you remember what kind of car Divine picked you up in? I believe it was a Crown Victoria. And what happened? Where did you go? We drove to the site where the victim was at, and he said that that was his Jeep. It was a silver Navigator. Who said that? Divine. Okay, so what happened? So Divine stayed in the car. We, Les, Trip, and TJ got out the car, and we started running up to the Jeep. Okay, was that E-Moneybags in the Jeep? Yes. Okay, what did you do? Well, it was one person that was talking to him on the passenger side through the window, standing talking to him.
Mind you, before they got the E-Moneybags and the guy took us by the passenger seat, are supposed to be dead right now. Definitely. Shout out to the low lives. You do this for the coaches. Shout out to the low lives. I'm not a low life, but I just do it for the coaches. Definitely shout out to Market Garvey Village, Riverdale, Chester, Bristol. You know, shout out to Rudy Lowe and the whole low life movement. You know what I'm saying? They're part of New York culture, New York City culture, part of the culture in my generation. Shout out to the Double L's, Crown Heights, Brownsville. Such and such. My man Sport Low. Shout out to Sport Low. You heard? To shine.
Through the window, he ran off. TJ shot at him, and then he ran through the backyard. TJ and Les chased him, and me and Trip ran to the Jeep. What happened at the Jeep?
Question is, who's the guy they was shooting at? They never got a name So they just chased the man randomly with 2 guns. You'll run past the bag. You'll run past the hit because no matter what they told you, E-Money Bags owned the Navigator. So you're going to shoot at this guy and chase him down and totally forget that the guy that's sitting in the truck is your Vic.
Tripp shot the driver. Do you know how many times? I'm not sure how many times, but it was around 9 times. Did you fire a gun? Yes. How many times did you shoot? Around 15 times. And that was into E-Money Bags, is that right? Yes. Was he seated in the car? Yes. Do you remember what kind of gun that you had? A Tech 9. Do you remember what kind of gun Tripp had? He had a 9mm handgun. Now, you said Tripp had shot him first, is that right? Yes. And where did Les and TJ go? They ran through the back alley, like through the houses. Did either of them ever fire at E-Money Bags? No. And did Divine...
Okay, and your mans will answer this question right now. Your mans will answer this right now. Your mans will answer the question. They chased the man down that wasn't the bag, but ran past the bag. Now I know you gotta be on point in certain situations, but who's the target here? E-Money Bags or the man that was talking to E-Money Bags? They physically chased another man down when you can go to jail. You jump on somebody's block and you run around chasing somebody. You got all the time in the world to chase him, run right past the bag, and go, oh, they go E-Money Bag. The bag was right there. The sun ran. Once you took a shot, he was out of there. So you had all the time in the world to take a shot and still chase a nigga down, and you niggas wasn't so you individuals wasn't scared. Y'all spun around and still find time to let off 15 to 18 shots in that man's body. Remember, they had Tech 9s, right? What bullets did they find in E-Money Bags? There better not have been no 40, because allegedly when they got the guns with the bag of tricks, it was 9s. Y'all know the discovery. Do your due diligence. Again, the people that put this narrative out about Supreme was hip-hop niggas. Rap niggas. Not the streets. Rap niggas. The streets can't do this. We don't know about listen, we don't know why Black just died until this guy with some credible, that we looked at as he's credible, mentions it in the audio. This man also said E-Money Bags shot up the Sunrise movie theater. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect the E-Money Bags, rest in peace, Prodigy. Hip-hop niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hip-hop. This is why Preem's in jail for hip-hop. They ran past the bag. TJ and Les ran past the bag.
And did Divine ever get out of the car? No. After you fired, what did you do? Everybody ran back to the car. Where did you go? Back to the stash house. Was that the house we saw on 2002A? Yes. And what did you do with the guns? Divine came down with a bag, told us to give him all our clothes and the bulletproof vest and the guns. We gave everything to him. He put it in bags and he left with it. And did you see what he did with those guns? No. Now, just to be clear, was Mosley there at the time of this murder? No. And did you see Mosley after? Yes. When did you see him? He came to pick us up a few minutes after Divine left. What happened? He came to pick us up and drove us back to Harlem. And where did you go in Harlem? To Tripp family house. And what happened there? We split some money up. Okay, how much money? I believe it was $25,000. How much money did you get? At the time, $7,500. And who paid you? Mosley. Now, who all got paid, if you know? TJ, Tripp, Les, and myself.
TJ. He said, hold up. He said TJ, right? Did he just say TJ got paid? Les and myself. That's what he said got paid. Listen, he just said TJ got paid on the stand. Queen needed a real lawyer, bro. He just said it. TJ got paid. TJ. He just said that. Feed the wolves. Infominds in the building, man. Infominds in the building, top of the top. He just said TJ got paid. That's what this man just said out of his mouth. He said, yo, TJ got paid. Les got paid, right? Now, mind you, this testimony is at Will's trial. Not even at Supreme's trial. At Will's trial. Because eBay was involved. And he's trying to mention what led up to eBay being involved with the hits. So basically, that was a lie. Crown Court CV, you can actually get the content off of Crown Court CV. Alvin Smiley gives first-hand account of E-Money Bag's hit Supreme McGriff. Now, I'm gonna show you something because I wanted to work on and be a voice for the E-Money Bags for the world content. Feed the fucking wolves, my nigga. Feed the fucking wolves, my nigga. That's what I'm doing. Feeding the wolves, man. Come on, Infominds. These niggas did some funny money shit, bro. They did some funny money shit. But you know, rest in peace, like I said, rest in peace to Bags. I know that shit side of town hollers. Rest in peace to the brother. But niggas did some funny money shit. And niggas had a problem over that Jeep, whatever the case may be. But how do we physically know that he killed Black Just? Because somebody mentioned it in the audio, bro. I'm gonna show your party people something, right? I'm gonna show you. I gotta show you the juices sometimes. Cause it's just now it's gonna understand it. You know what I'm saying? We the people are here together. All right. Now, this was 9. This is the world joint. I wanted to do the world. I wanted to do a voice for the world from a man Crown. So this is the actual email. Me Crown Courts. This is us in the email, and this is me doing the voice. I know I sucked, but I was trying. I was dishing.
Can you tell us where that is on the map, please? All right, so you indicated it's on Classen Avenue. And looking at this map, is there a precinct anywhere near Lafayette Gardens that you be able to see on this map? No, I don't see the precinct. Where is the closest precinct located?
That's me trying to do. Actually, this is me trying to do the content for for the world thing. I was trying to do it. Maylene did a great job. I was trying to do it. I tried to get at least one of those videos in, but my voice, my voice sucks. But definitely look. These are the voices that he would send me sometime. I would try. I'll just give it a try. You see it, the emails, Crown Court series, Eat Black, Eat the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? You'll see it. This is something that's real. I don't do with speculation, temptation, aggravation, or demotivation. This is me, Crown Court. So the emails. You know what I'm saying? It's me doing the voice thing. I press the button again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dean's in the building, Info Minds in the building. Shout out to Queens. Now, he did say TJ paid him. This is what he said. TJ and Les got paid. Didn't he say that? I was gonna do the world content. That's why I'm really doing this, because I really had some paperwork with the world thing, because Crown sent it to me. He said, Zeke, give this a try. He sent me a page. TJ got paid. Can at least at least 10 people, this ain't gonna free Cream, but can at least 6 people write down PJ got paid, TJ got paid, at least 6, just please, 6. TJ got paid. Because they painted Preem to be the bad guy. Again, we don't know none of Preem put the hit Homo. That was some hip hop shit. Prodigy writes an audio book, hip hop shit. Credible sources because they got the media in it. Right? Did what's the guy name? Did E-Money Bags ever get snatched up by the homicide detectives for allegedly killing Black Just? Info Minds would know, he's from that side of town. Info Minds. Did E-Money Bags ever get snatched up for Black Just? Info Minds in the building. He's from over there. Check out Info Minds content. Dope. New York, New York, New York. He got over millions and millions of views. Saladin. Check out Saladin, the guard Saladin. Bang, Info Minds. You just said Nas stayed in the streets. That was a street thing. But that was the conversation in the street, because the beef that him and Preem had over a Jeep. Who puts that in the atmosphere? A credible hip hop artist. Prodigy. So now, why Preem is in jail? They stuck with Prodigy's logic, scientific logic, with a video, and put together a group of liars that attached Preem name to a situation. Do I think Preem was involved one way or another? He might go with enemy of an enemy. I don't gotta kill him. Y'all want him dead anyway. I know where son be at. But they didn't need Preem for that, because they had Divine. Divine knew where Preem is at. It's the video. Info Minds. But how far is the north side and the south side? For the people that's not from New York, how far is the north side from the south side? I say 5-10 minutes. Walking, I get there in 15 minutes if I have to walk from the north side to the south side. So you're telling me that about 10 minutes, yes. So you're telling me Preem, being supreme, he couldn't call somebody on Springfield? Yo, it's with your man Bags. You see that nigga, man, I'm gonna catch him? Do you think that he had to have somebody videotape? Or somebody who's not from the community wanted to videotape? Because they wanted to make sure what they was hitting yo with Block Son be on. Preem might have played a part 2. Yo, I know somebody who know what block they on. I know where he be at. You know what I'm saying? And that's what allegedly he might be guilty of. That's, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the man on the stand that's under oath that's telling this story. He said TJ got paid. That's what he said. Now let's go to Big Nose Troy. The man who allegedly killed Big Nose Troy was going to war with Hama over a situation that has something to do with World. It was a Brooklyn beef. LG Wars. Bingo. popular house. And I'm pretty sure that E Money Bags frequent that block a lot. So the only people that would want a video is somebody who's not from around there that's gonna go, yo, son. Somebody who said, yo, they be on my block. Who be on your block? Yo, such and such. I'm gonna record them niggas and boom. Yo, look. We never heard the language said on the videotape, right? Was they like, yo, Preem, this is where he's at, Preem. Yo, Preem, he got the navigator right here. Yo, Preem. It's just a video of somebody's looking going, yo, there he go right there. Thank you, Infominds. I like the fact that you're keeping it funky, you know what I'm saying? You're keeping it real, my nigga. You E Money Bags is your man. That's your man. But you keep it 100. That's a chick that moved on the block. Who videotaped something that all it took was a call from Supreme to call somebody on Linden. Yo, son, what's poppin'? What's your E Money Bag? You playing a lot of games. Yo, son, you know he be on stretch. You know where he be at. He be on the block. All right, she just said in Baltimore in a house raid, right? Allegedly, they're saying that house is a double homicide was committed, or somebody got killed in Baltimore, and Preem had this tape. The cop that came out of nowhere from New York, remember the guy he called the groupie, he came to Baltimore, and out of all the incriminating evidence that he could have had on Preem, he had that tape. Oh, that's the tape. E Money Bags. The groupie cop. That sealed the deal. A well-versed lawyer. So now, we know the police to do this. Central Park 5, write a statement. We'll write this out, you sign this, you learn this. We've seen it over the years, right? Central Park 5. Multiple other cases where guys signed statements, even some of the guys that came from Brooklyn. The tape confirmed the rumors of somebody who goes, yo, yo, how, like, I want to know sons, listen, I want to know sons' movements, boom, 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 yo, boom, I got the tape. Well, whatever how they got the tape illegal the first time. But then you got to make the tape legal. And what happens is, out of all the evidence you get, oh, we got the tape in Baltimore. I'm just dealing with my opinion on this. We've seen this happen many times. Again, it's Central Park 5 as an example, where a bunch of men in front of their parents was writing statements saying that he did this, he did that, he did the other. They went to a trial, and most of them blew trial to this. You seen the thing with the Brooklyn guy, the Brooklyn detective? I got content on that, don't I? The guy who like 10, 15 people that came home because he done made them write incriminating statements. So it happens. They went and got the girl, and that was that from the rumors on the street. Boom! I got a narrative now. This hip hop niggas is talking about he had a beef. This is the word on the street. Boom! And I'm gonna attach this to this, and niggas went with it. But the hits had nothing else to do with Preem, but I met this nigga from him. From a guy that I was doing a movie with from Uptown, and that's how I met Money. Yeah. Now we're gonna go back to TJ. Let's see if TJ's a great man. Go back to TJ. He said TJ got paid. That's what he said on the stand. Me, Les, TJ, we all got paid $7,500. It might be small, but it just goes to show you when police want you, they got you, what they put together. More than Preem was upset about Black Just. A lot of you gotta keep in mind, Black Just has ties to Harlem and always did. Definitely the Sugar Hill section, definitely Charles Street. For those that know, he always had ties to Harlem. Always had ties. Family, he always came uptown. He just didn't go to Queens and stood in Queens. That's just dealing with the facts on that one. You know what I'm saying? Black Justice is just, you know what I'm saying? Now here it goes, party people. People say I'm getting better with my journalism. He took it personal, info. He did take it personal, bro. He took it personal. He definitely did. But I don't think he had the time to do what he needed to do because he didn't want to go back to jail. I think he was plotting on getting E-Money bags. I just don't think that he wasn't going to move that fast because, like you said, the streets had the rumors already. Mind you, you got this hip-hop nigga who's trying to say I put a hit out on him on national TV. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. He throwing speculations. Yo, I had beef with Preem. Ah-da-da. These are words that 50 Cent was saying down the line. He said in 50 Cent show, but this is what 50 Cent was saying as he was selling 2-3 million records. When Jam Master Jay died, they assumed that Supreme did it or was tied to that because of the situation dealing with 50 Cent and the job and all that. And we, the people, we just criminalized it. Preem. Hip-hop is why Preem is in jail. So how could you say hip-hop and the streets ain't tied together when it's the media of the hip-hop is why he's sitting in the penitentiary? See? Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna play this joint. Yes, he came out years later and was able to write a book. But what did Prodigy tell police the day he got caught with that gun? The day before 50 Cent, the day that Jam Master Jay died, he did that show in Jersey and he got caught with that gun. What did he tell NYPD why he had that gun on him? Thank you, what's your jacket? Hip-hop's the streets, my guy. What did Prodigy tell the police why he got that gun on him for? We got beef with Supreme because Supreme, boom. Remember? That was the word that whole week. But what narrative did police stick with when it came to Preem's case? The one that Prodigy said in the audio book. See, Prodigy copped out to the gun charge. He had no co-defendants. He just said why he had a gun on him. Most people do that. He's an entertainer. So he's not trying to go to jail. So why you got the gun on you, Prodigy? Because I'm scared for my life because they're beefing with Supreme. Supreme killed my friend. Fuck 50 Cent, but Supreme killed my friend. Who's your friend? E-Money bags. You don't think that was incriminating what he said about Noriega and Ty Nitty in him? Killer Black in him? In his audio book? Luckily, the statute of limitations was over because Nori might have would have caught a attempt murder charge. Had he killed Killer Black, rest in peace that man's soul, but had he killed Killer Black or killed one of them dudes, Prodigy put that in the audio book, they'd have snatched him. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of dudes was mad at Prodigy. He was doing too much, bro. Even mentioning the situation that happened at the Sunrise, that had nothing to do with. But that's like Prodigy. What that had to do with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? Then he put that narrative out there. See, when you're a credible hip hop source, you put these narratives out there. Look, Source Magazine, one of these magazines says that Irv Gotti met, yeah, Irv Gotti, right? This is what the magazine said, right? Irv Gotti met, according to 50 Cent, or somebody in this circle, Irv Gotti they saw for the Hollis and they this, that, and the third, and Irv Gotti met. Yeah? Yep, exactly. Hit it on the nose. Exactly. Now we're going into the this is us speaking now. So again, we're speaking, people falling back. Woe through, the only thing Preem has to do with this is Preem was there when the man died. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want to distract you, party people. I'm not trying to become Preem's lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. Smiley's. Just understand. This is Smiley. Look, there goes Smiley. Shout out to Info Minds building with us this morning, you know what I'm saying? Smiley gives first-hand account of Big Nose Troy hit at Damian World Hardy's trial, CMB trial. Courtesy of Crown Courts TV, shout out to Mei Ling on the 1 and 2s.
Would more effective writing?
Follow her on platforms. I got some heavy hitters in here this morning, man. Salute to Saladin for pulling up. Shoot the 050 Shine the Brim Mover for pulling up. Shout out to Info Minds for pulling up. Shout out to my man Push That Name. Guards and King from Clubhouse pulling up. We got some heavy hitters in here this morning. BQ Mommy's in the building. Yes. Yo.
No, I don't remember. Do you remember how many times Tripp shot him? No. And how many times did you shoot him? Maybe twice.
Big Nose Troy.
Do you know where he shot him? Me? Yes. Oh, yeah, in his lower, stomach. And at that point, where was he in relation to the car? Maybe about 3 or 4 feet away from the driver's door. What happened after eBay shot and Tripp shot and you shot? We got back, Mosley was pulling out the parking spot. We got back in the car and then we drove to Brooklyn. Now, after you got into the car, did you and Tripp have any discussion? Yeah. About what? Tripp, he screamed at me. He said, why you shoot him? We already took care of that. We could have kept that gun. What was your response? I just brushed it off. Was there a reason why you did shoot him, though? Yes. What was that? To earn my money? And was there any reason why you thought you might not get paid? Yes. What was that? Because the last time when we killed Eric Smith, it was a discussion about killing TJ because he ain't pulled the trigger, so they was plotting on killing him. And were they? Or not paying him? Or not paying him? Yes. Okay, so Trip yelled at you for that? Is that right?
But I thought TJ got paid. Did you hear what I just heard? Do I gotta bring that back? Shout out to Grandmaster Fake. Shout out to Queens, man. Big Queens. Cut Master C and all that. Grandmaster Fake. I thought he got paid. He wasn't paying attention. But he said that. He had a legal aid. Remember, these legal aids work with these district attorney, or they work with the prosecutors. They really do. They work with the prosecutors. That little slip up could be a major piece to his case to save him. Little thing lies. You lied about that. What else you freestyling about? So you telling me now he didn't get paid, but you just said an hour ago he got paid.
Yes. Was there also a discussion about the guns? Well, they told me to give eBay back the gun. He put the guns back in the bags. We drove to Brooklyn. Did you know where you were in Brooklyn? No. Are you familiar with?
Yo, these niggas don't know. Yo, son, this dude don't never know where he's at. He's in Queens about Pawnee Projects. Where you at? I don't know. Don't let these dudes, people not from New York, don't let these dudes fool you. These dudes did not just go, yo, get in the car, shut up. We about to hop on the BQE, and I'm not telling you that we're going to Marcy, LG. Yeah, son. You gotta watch the world, Jordan. Son said he didn't know where he was going in Bed-Stuy. So you just killed somebody with some killers, and you have no inkling about where you're going. But the last time, one thing we do know, Brooklyn is grimy. So at least you're gonna ask your son, where we at in Brooklyn, son? He doesn't know. Was you actually there when he killed Big Noise Troy, bro? Come on, bro. We just smoked something. We going to Brooklyn. Y'all know the Van Wick bring you to that BQE bring you to Brooklyn. You know where you going. Listen, people, y'all don't know that's in the public eye. Y'all don't know this nigga's lying. Either he was there or he wasn't there. He's just talking, telling the story. These niggas concocted statements and read off what the police told them and can't even remember simple stories. But check it. Why they didn't want to pay TJ? But they was cool with Les. Les did the same thing TJ did. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I don't know who paid for the contract hit, but somebody got the E-money bags first. They came up with a lie to get the bag. Yo, son, we killed the nigga. They didn't want to pay son because they felt like, fuck it, we ain't kill a nigga anyway. Because you know why? They always gonna shoot son. Son, the ones that Leslie was supposed to shoot the car, they were supposed to do the murder, and these niggas supposed to sit back and laugh at these niggas. Like, niggas start shooting, we're gonna shoot. That's how it goes down. That's how it's gonna happen. TJ was a crash dummy, him and Les. So that's why when it came time to pay, we're not paying TJ, bro. You ain't do nothing. That's how that goes. They get the fuck out of here. And the only reason why they want to smoke him for, nigga, he about to run his mouth. But since he's a Harlem nigga, he ain't got no ties to these Queens niggas. Them niggas ain't kill E-money bags. They fucked up. Somebody else did it. That's where the call came from. Yo, he dead. Whoever put that contract on that man, yo, we can't get the money back. That's why they want to pay son, because nothing happened. But the second hit, they made sure it happened by bringing a seasoned killer with them. And that's where eBay came at. They bought the veteran killer, the murderer. They bought the killer, right? They bought the killer. Because he gonna make sure the job happens this time. You niggas are gonna come with me, and your job is when they mans run out, when I hit him and somebody tries to shoot, y'all shooting. That's your whole job. He made sure of that, so he got his money. Because it wasn't about it. It was a beef. It was a beef. It was a beef. If you listen to any testimony against eBay, he wasn't taking hits. His loyalty was the world. I gotta be who loyal. When you listen to anybody that listen to World's case, the only person that his loyalty was to World. All those bodies he caught was because of World, allegedly. So I'm not surprised about the Big Nose Troy thing. That's because of World. Some shit happened, something went wrong. He did that shit for World, my nigga. His loyalty stood by World. All his bodies pertain to World. He hit hitters, A-list hitters for World. He killed Homo, allegedly. He killed Peter. He killed JR. He killed Crazy Queen. Get the fuck out of here. You think he gonna take 7,000 to kill this nigga Big Nose Troy? Them niggas just eating 10,000 for breakfast. But they can't speak because they try to fight for their freedom, and then these dudes come with these weird narratives. These niggas that they got tied up, and somebody was locked up with somebody in the feds, these niggas meet niggas, some business went wrong, and boom, somebody put a bag on the nigga head. Happen to be, only thing Queen paid to this, I think, is niggas bump heads with Queen, yo son, I know son, I don't fuck with them niggas, da. They be on this side. I really truly believe that when people gave Queen that money, like Jay-Z and one of the Rough Rider CEOs and what's his name? Irv Gotti. And Irv Gotti got him the soundtrack deal, like $5 million. I truly believe that no matter what he was doing in Baltimore, he was gonna take his time a little bit on that revenge thing. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That's it. That's just what I think. I mean, that's my speculation. You heard it. Hold on. Never mind. Hold on. Let me see something. This is that trial. This ain't grand jury. This is trial minutes. Shout out to Mainly for being very clear, very well versed. Because of 50 Cent, we always assume that homicide killed 50 Cent. Boom, we get it, right? I'll shout out to Glaze. My homeboy Garza King calls me and goes, yo, Glaze was mentioning about 50 Cent lying about the situation because he was with one of the guys that is Leslie a part of Plain Case, because you know he cooperated, and the guys that cooperated, they was all together somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Glaze. Glaze was mentioning it. So Glaze knew all this time that 50 Cent never got shot by Homo. You know what I'm saying? Glaze knew all this time. He just never said nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Glaze did know. You know what I'm saying? Because he was locked up with the guys, and he know what they told him on the ones. Because it's like, I think 2 of them are out. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 bodies. So it's tricky, man. Definitely shout out to Queens. This docu series definitely has the people researching. Yeah. I want you to join the live for 5 minutes, man. Because you're from Queens, man. Promote your brand. It's Info Minds, man. Go follow them on Clubhouse, man. Yo. That's crazy to hear that testimony, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't know so many people were snitching on Green.
Yeah, son.
I couldn't take this guy. I didn't take this fucking damning information until they found the tape. They found the guns. They found a lot of shit in that crib in Beemore.
In Beemore. They found a lot of stuff in Beemore. Now I want to ask you a question. Was it past my ear? Or did 2 people die in that same apartment in Beemore? in the apartment.
Something that in the crib did. Yeah.
And that's when he stumbled on that evidence, and Preem had the fake ID and the fake boom. Now, what made them contact? Yo, this is InfoMinds. Follow them on IG. Follow them on Clubhouse. Follow them on YouTube.
It's hard being cool. I mean, Bags and Troy, it was the bros. Like, they never did me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, niggas, you know, of course, niggas that might have been on the opposite end of the gun. Felt a certain type of way about the niggas. But I never had that. That wasn't my experience. So, Free is so popular. Even to this day, when niggas say, yo, Bags, that was my fucking man. You crazy? Niggas look at you a little, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Niggas look at you some kind of way because Cream and Black Dust was so popular. But that whole shit could have been avoided, man, because they was talking. They didn't get crazy, but Cream, kind of crazy. So he said some shit to Bags, and that shit was just that. That whole shit was just an accident. That was an accident.
That was an accident. Whatever happened was an accident.
That was an accident. That was Green was really his target. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say that Black could have survived if Green would have chosen the hospital. But that shit happened right by the Palestinian block, the barbershop.
Oh, okay.
Mary Magna Hospital is 3 blocks away.
Yeah,
Green drove just to the project so he could get out the car and have somebody else in the car. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was on that federal road.
Yes.
So he couldn't be in those types of situations. So the only thing he thought to do was drive to the project to have somebody travel back to the hospital. At that time, he fled out.
Definitely.
He fled out, man. The hood loved Judge. Black Dust was a cool ass nigga, man. He'll show love. His status and his popularity in the hood didn't change him. He always been a cool nigga. Come up there on the street side. He used to come to the church, he went back and stuff. You know, all that shit that people talk about. Like that was Judge, huh?
Yes.
Both sides, north side and the south side fuck each other. Because Justin the niggas was cool with Jam Master Jay. So Justin the niggas used to be, come on, outside of town. You know, so, but yeah, man, that shit, it just, that shit was crazy, man. It was, and all them niggas was young. Even Green was a little young. Bags and all them niggas, the niggas wasn't even in their 30s yet, I don't think. Yeah. I think Bags was like 27, 28 when he got to it.
Yes.
I mean, you know, Bags isn't that, I don't even think Bags is 30.
Now, I want to ask you a question. How you felt about the documentary? What was your take?
Documentary, it was good for what they trying to do. They was trying to humanize the person and saying, look, the circumstances they grew up under created those types of individuals. If it wasn't for the poverty in the hood, because in Queens, we don't really have that story with poverty in the hood, because other than the projects, man, everything else, Jamaica Queens is like a predominant black area, man, that black people had money. Houses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't that struggle. The black fucked up Queens to where the black doctors, the black this, that, motherfuckers started getting high. And that was it. It was downfall stuff. But I think that they did a good job of trying to humanize it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's good. We all know that. We all know the shit that Prince was accused of. It was all types of treacherous shit. But, definition, he was a serial killer. By definition. But we all know some serial killers.
We all know some.
But we all know killers. Everybody knows killers. But they did a good job trying to humanize them. I just think that the step down program, that shit that Trump is having, I think it would have helped Green. They would have helped Green because we got on the license. We would have helped him. I think the murders got back to harm.
Yeah, some murders, man. Because you know.
The murders that he could be home. I think Prince got a good chance of coming home though.
Yeah.
He's not convicted of no murders.
He's in there for some drug shit.
Get back to the street, to be honest.
But how the hell you get 6 life sentences for drugs is beyond my imagination, man.
Right. You know what it was? Because Supreme had such a mystical name.
Yes.
An infamous figure that the police had a hard on. They went, you know what I mean? They had a hard on.
Yeah.
I think Supreme would have played a little more low. Then out the spotlight, I think he would have survived. That's the last one on the street. You know, these niggas got a hard on, man. Because you think about it like this, dude. Niggas getting up playing cops and robbers every day, right?
Yeah.
But this police niggas is getting up working 10, 12, 14 hours trying to put niggas in jail.
Trying to put Preem in jail. You know what I'm saying? Wow.
Right. So while niggas partying and doing whatever they doing, there's some niggas that's dedicating their lives to try to put it against prison.
Yeah.
And they just get trouble. Because I don't see how Preem got all these life sentences. He got like 8 life sentences.
Yeah.
For what?
For what?
It was associated with 2 murders, quote unquote. Found guilty of 2 murders.
Yo.
Okay, that warrants 8 life sentences.
Here go one of them. Not out of all of them, only one guy can say he physically met Preem for 10 minutes. He met Preem on Monday, and Preem turned into a serial killer by Thursday. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? He linked him up with some guy named Divine, and Divine was the tour guide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo.
But a lot of that information, bro, I didn't know. You know, once niggas get locked up in here like that, okay, he's locked up. But I never looked up the trial minutes. None of that stuff. Shout out to Trial TV.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Put that shit out there. And, you know, a lot of information cleared up a lot of misconceptions, a lot of rumors with the paperwork. You know, it was all trial minutes. That's not nobody's second-hand account. That's what was said at the trial.
That's a trial.
And there was a lot of people that turned, a lot of people that rose on film. You see cats from Virginia, cats from Vermont. There's a lot of cats that turned stage evidence to different things.
That's a fact. Yo, how you feel about the guy Alvin saying? Remember, Ivan, he's testifying at World's trial, talk about the Preem hits. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy to sound. How you take it when he says it may mean nothing, but how does it sound when he says him and TJ got paid, but then he says in the Troy testimony that they want to kill TJ. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to pay him.
I think because TJ didn't bust his gun at the scene. So, being that he didn't bust his gun at the scene, they was like, yo. Because you got to think, that was $20,000 split between 5 niggas, man. And then a nigga that got the money himself kept a little extra. But I hate to say it, bro. I hate for niggas to die like that over. Because that's so little bit of money, bro.
That's no money, you know what I'm saying?
Squeeze some guns for like $35,000, $4,000 each.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. I could feel niggas look at 20,000. Man, the niggas paid 20,000 allegedly, and 5 niggas had to put $20,000 for a hit.
But this is the funny part. And for mine, he said when he's speaking about E-Money bags, TJ got paid. Then he says in the Troy situation, dudes want to kill TJ. They didn't want to pay him. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because they like this. Okay, the nigga didn't bust his gun. What did he do? It's already they fighting over some peanuts for the hit. So of course, the nigga gonna be looking for a nigga to cut out because now that little extra 3,000 or 4,000 just broke down between them, which ain't no money still.
Facts.
For the time that they want to get in prison and all that shit. $20,000 to a full Powerball bucket one hit, and then the nigga that allegedly got all the money kept an extra 5 for himself and then really change.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. The same individual, the money guy, the Manny guy, right? He had a personal beef where dudes ran up in his crib. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the whole ball on that one. Duke got away. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that you know, somebody take a good look at his case. A good lawyer take a look at Preem's case. And just take a look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just a good lawyer. Just a good lawyer.
Just. I think when he goes on like test trials. They're going to use papers in history classes and shit like that of the influence of the individuals that was involved.
Yeah, son.
You know what I mean? This is hip hop, Johnny type shit. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy, bro.
Cause
It's crazy, man.
facts. You know, Uncle Miles, I love doing these bills because, like I told you, I'm changing my content to another thing, as you notice. You know what I'm saying? I'm going a whole other direction. I'm going back into my original direction. I'm just using the paperwork. Now, the wonderful thing about this is that the world's case, I wanted to do an episode of it. So Crown sent me the paperwork and I was reading over it. And I found the recording and I played it earlier. And it just went to go show that when I actually took the time to listen to the world's paperwork, Preem is in it more than that. Preem is
Look how
in
much
streets.
influence Preem had. Look how much influence Preem had on the streets, bro.
On the
It
streets.
just tells you that there's no honor among thieves, bro. Because look at the influence that he had. And for the niggas just rolled, the niggas just turned right on and bombed.
Mom, guess they
You know
want
what I
shit.
mean? So that just tells motherfuckers out there, all you youngsters out there, and all the older motherfuckers that already know what's happening, just gonna reconfirm your feelings on that shit. But it's a dirty game, man. The streets don't love nobody.
Streets
Man.
don't love
Don't
nobody,
love
man.
you back, bro.
They
All these
definitely.
guys, their names are gonna live long, live a long time. But just think if Preem could have put that mind to a business. He could have been a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. A lot of these dudes got those mindsets. If you're in the hood, if you're a product of your environment.
Out of your environment. That's a fact. That's a
But
fact.
Preem had knowledge of self, so
Mm-hmm.
he might have been a little bit more of a thinker. But I mean, that shit don't work out, man.
Shit don't work out sometimes. That emotion shit. Yeah.
Yeah, all y'all got the hustlers mentality, that hustler mindset, bro. The streets ain't where it's at, man. Take that hustle mindset, take that shit up in the corporate buildings, and fuck them people up with your intellect, man, with your money, man.
And just for me, man, the Nas documentary, New York needed that. We needed to have a story where somebody didn't tell and they get to, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't about murder and mayhem. It was so about just the era, the climate, a lot of black power. We needed that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, gonna make for a dope movie, man. Whenever they do the movie,
yes,
it's gonna make for a dope movie.
Because our generation, we wasn't animals. Even though, like you said, we had some serial killers out here. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wasn't on that type of time, man. There's a couple that just was borderline serial killers.
For purpose, not just killing like now.
Yeah.
You know, now everybody's shooting from half court, shooting from, you know what I mean? Before those serial killers was people, whoever they was looking for, they was getting that person.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, man. I gotta shout you out. My wifey, she likes your content. She always shouts you out. She always tell me to call you. Southern Belle always tell me to call you, man. So shout out, man. You hear me?
Shout out to Southern Belle, man.
Thank you, man. Cause she always shouting you out. Info minds, man. And her being from St. Louis and just recognizing your content. You put out New York. You know what I'm saying? You hear me? That's real, bro.
We just fell back, man, because we had a death family, man, and the family member was put on hospice, so it was a lot of shit that I've been going through since the last 60 days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to fall back for a minute, but trust me, I got some shit up my sleeve.
I know you do, man.
We coming back harder than ever, man. All the people that stay rocking with us, man, salute y'all.
Yes.
And trust me, the content that we got coming, we ain't gonna be disappointed.
Yes, it's fire, man. So, Info, man, I gotta do a couple of things. I appreciate you for pulling up. Check out Info Minds. Timber.
Yes, be safe, bro. I'll talk to you later.
Definitely. Peace, love, and unity, man. Yo, it's dope, man. No, Info Minds, he's from Hollis, Queens. He's from that area. He knows the live squad. Those are his OGs, the people he grew up with on his side of Queens. It's dope. But he also has a ill YouTube platform. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, I'm gonna put his link. I'm gonna put his link in there. I'm gonna put the link. I I'm learning how to do this now. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of content. So we get his link in there. Then you guys can just, shout out to AD. You know what I'm saying? Aggressive Defiance. Follow him too. You know what I'm saying? Anteam Smoke. A couple of guys who still, G'd up Quinn. I'm making my wrongs. We locked in. He did a great job with that interview with China Mac last night. China Mike, because they spoke about the African American community with the Asians, and it's a conversation because where we come out in New York, we see it's like a little different. And if you remember in the 92, 93 riots, there was even though they was rioting, if you watch some of those documentaries, they was having live shootouts with the Asians and the gangbangers, you know what I'm saying? That they were at the stores and all that. So it's a good conversation. It's a conversation that's needed. And a lot of times we just assume somebody's racist because that's what we know. Let's get to know people. Understand there's some people that's raised within their culture and this and that, get out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's just definitely dope, man. You know what I'm saying? It's good for the people, man. It's definitely good for the people. And it's what we do. We do it for the people, man. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds, man. You know what I'm saying? Him and Kareem Johnson doing anything over there. This is what we do. We work together as a family, as a team, and we all win successfully. You know what I'm saying? That's his link right there for Info Minds. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And that's just, he has great content. He has a lot of New York stuff. He got the NFL with Miguel and them people. He got some Glaze stories, some Miss T. He got some stories with Miss T from Harlem. So you definitely check it out. Miss T got her joint on BET right now, her story. That's one of the platforms that she hit. Other than 139, that show 139 that went viral. Shout out to them. They did you know what I'm saying? They're doing anything. And then Queen's Flip, of course. Queen's Flip is like that's Mr. New York himself. We gotta give him that. Queen's Flip is New York himself. He's definitely him and people like Info Minds, Doggy Diamonds, and even OG Product. Even though, you know what I'm saying, they created a lane where we can actually speak to not just them, but just to me, in my version. And they created lanes where people like us can speak and interview people about certain situations. And they've dug into the crevices of New York, the dirty walls of Brownsville, you know what I'm saying, to get some of the juiciest stories for you guys, you know what I'm saying? So, that being said, man, was Kenneth Supreme McGriff set up for his past relationships? This is what I want you to do. I'm about to put another link up, which is Crown Court TV. I want you guys to check out 2 pieces of content. The World and Preem. And y'all make the decision. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. In that picture, for those that don't know, definitely shout out to Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. So my man Miami Moon from Paxton and all that. My man Velly from Fort Greene, Canarsie. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn. Hold on a second. He has a whole lot of content too, man. And this is what we do for the people, man. Salute, Brandon, salute. Came up in, Brandon, salute. June was Papino, Shaman, Dice was goody. Queens get the money, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Chopper City, the old Big Soul movement on Fox and something, Cuzzo Hood, my man Butter, my man H Money Bags on the south side, the homies on the store right there on 118th. You gotta read about it. I'm about to put the link in the description. I want you guys to do the due diligence. It's here. Check it out on Crown Court TV. He's all in Preem's trial. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do our due diligence. In the words of due diligence, we're doing our due diligence. I just do. Because eBay, one of the world's top hitters, is actually involved with an alleged hit that they saying that he paid for. You heard, JP? So check out, I put another link in there, that's Crown Courts TV, and you guys can just go get that, get them juices, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They say TJ didn't get paid, he got paid. There's a lot of things, the little things can gain you some freedom, man. You know what I'm saying? Did you fit? Because just because you say you met somebody by the pond, there's many ponds. You got a pond in what's that? That Roy Wilkins Park. Don't you got a pond over there somewhere? You got a pond by Francis Lewis. There's many ponds in Queens. You know what I'm saying? Like where by Francis Lewis and all that. You got a pond. You got a pond in that park. You got many ponds. So you say you met about a pond where? You know what I'm saying? Yep, Brookville Pond. There's many ponds. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I appreciate that. Solid Dean's in the building, man. Just watch the Showtime documentary and Nas on Showtime. Get in tune. Plus, he has other content up there. He got he actually did the Rick James. Master Pill did the Rick James. Plus, the Nas story. I heard he did the Jamal Shabazz. The guy who took all the pictures. That's in Flatbush. Check it out. It's on Showtime. Check it out on Showtime, man. Queens reign supreme, you know what I'm saying? There's other content coming out too with Murder Inc. I'm not trying, like I said, this wasn't a bashing campaign towards Prodigy or 50 Cent. They just use the media to their win. But sometimes using the media to your win, there's losses and these narratives are created. Yeah, they went crazy with the flags. You dead. You know what I'm saying? No way about 50 gonna really flag me. When you do the BMF joint, I got some paperwork on that. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, I can't wait till you bring the G Unit joint back. It's gonna be a good summer. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's hot, we got. Access soon. I got to do the G Unit joint on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the G. I just know that you put together a narrative before I go. The man you said that shot you, eBay smoke. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. Now, we get back. You messed Homicide was allegedly contracted by Preem to do this. Now all of a sudden Preem allegedly side contracts eBay to kill Troy. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. The streets is a dirty game. It's not a myth. It's not a lie. Stay on the sidewalk and you good. You get in that streets, you in trouble. It's a dirty game when it comes to that bread. You know what I'm saying? That being said, I appreciate all you that pulled up. Feed the wolves. It's a dirty game. I appreciate everybody that came. Shout out to Southern Bell. That's info. I put them on the title. And like I said, I appreciate that y'all even came through, man. Thank you. You know, info miles, you always kick it, man. The last time, you know what I'm saying? The Wolves is up this morning. I like the fact the Wolves is up. I'll put the link for Crown Courts. I'll put the link for info. Check out the content. But definitely the Crown Courts because it's dealing with the actual trial minutes. So now you're going to learn more and you're going to look at what Preem was doing. Like, yo, this is deep. But Luca Stevens is supposed to be doing the actual visual. So this is going to be dope where we get to hear trial transcripts in the visual form. Eileen did a great job on the vocals. Y'all should say hi to her. Get this. Check the videos out. You know what I'm saying? Queens reign supreme. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uncle Wop. You heard? From the Bricks. Exactly. Shout out to my man Black. DB. From the Bricks. Road. Trey. Free Trey. G to B. You know, the South Side. South Side, we outside, man. Uncle Charlie. Black from 118th. You know what I'm saying? My man Zoe from 115th. The whole Sufton side to 121, you heard? My Poppy stores in the Ox store. Right there from 118th to 115th, you heard? But with that being said, man, have a great morning. Definitely shout out to El Barrio, East Harlem, 99th and Lex, Washington, Lexington, rest in peace, Razo. Shout out to my man Wiggs, Ed Medina, my man Fachi, 100th Street, Fat Spanky, 100th Street. You know, the Hilltop Crew, PT 131. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Blue Ray. Kerr, rest in peace, Kerr. Shout out to my man Chola Rock, you heard? My man Rodney Shell, Brian Shell, the Shell Brothers. Hill Ho Crew, rest in peace, Tony Lopez. Rest in peace, Superman Ed. Tav from Wagner, exactly. The whole, rest in peace, Zai from Wagner. Definitely shout out to Tav. Free Frank Nitty. Salute to my man Mad Jack in the South now. My man D Murder in the South now. Just the East Side, man. Shout out to everything in Lehman, the Lehman family, you heard? My 518 family, my OSBs, On Street Boys, my OGKs, my BGs. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to, you know, where you from, Portland, Jamaica. We in the building, man. We got more content. Rock City, yo, from Jeff. You gotta shout him out. You gotta show the love, the culture. You just showing love to the whole Jeff mob. Rest in peace, Black Rob. My man, Betapa. My man, Chris and Christian from 15th Street. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the Wolves. Happy you enjoyed my show. Tomorrow morning, you know, Thursday, we back on and popping, you know what I'm saying? Definitely Shower Posse, shout out to Bailey, Shower Posse, shout out to the Bush Babies. I seen the Bush Babies, definitely the Bush Babies. Rest in peace, my man Gigi from 113th Farmers. My cousin Dice from Forster the Queens, you heard? With that being said, have a blessed morning. I got some things I gotta do. Appreciate y'all. Check out on Well Locked In, Feeding the Wolves. As I told you, we're feeding the wolves, all the poppy stores. Feeding the wolves, man. Chuletas and rice, you heard? With a 50-cent soda. Boom, my man John, shout out to my man John with Monday, J Quest, my man 5 Footer, Little Ralphie, the host of the year, you heard? Get in tune and get with it. Uh-oh, I almost forgot. Before I go, a word from my sponsor. Can't forget that. Can't forget a word from my sponsor. Two black, owned by the same people basically, African American businesses in Brooklyn, New York. The Dirty Ox. Hold on. Let's get there. One spot is called Trendy Exotics, 1547 Fulton Street, Brooklyn. If you're in the area, word to our sponsors, go in there, ask for Brooklyn Ice. If he's in there, tell him Z Black sent you. You might get a discount. Don't put your name on it, but you might get one. They say, yo, man, Z Black sent me. You know what I'm saying? Shout it out. That's one. He's a part of two businesses, African American owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? In the city where they're from. That's a great thing. Trendy Exotics. Like I told you, 1547 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York. And then they got the Hill Wine and Liquor. It's actually African American owns the liquor store. They got the greatest wines. See what I'm saying? They got some things going on in there. African American owned. Got a wine tasting coming up. It's Friday. Now that's June 20-something. But definitely, and that's at 1547 Eastern Parkway, New York, Brooklyn, New York. The Hill Liquor Store, African American owned liquor spot. They got wines, they got liquor. It's a dope spot, man. Go in there again. Brooklyn Ice, Z Black sent me. You know what I'm saying? Might get a discount. Word. It's this is him doing his customer service, but he's a Brooklyn Nets fan. You know what I'm saying? But that's him on his customer service at the liquor store, just taking a picture with the customers, and some with the Brooklyn Nets. You know, he represents Brooklyn to the fullest. Brooklyn Nets, you heard? That being said, man, just after the word from my sponsors, y'all have a great day. And tomorrow we'll have some new content. We'll probably talk about Cato from Chicago. There's a couple of things we'll be speaking about. It's just something that the mean Gods and King was talking about. Check out Unstricted Mentality on Clubhouse. Check out Push That Knife on Clubhouse. Iced Out P, Stack City, Zoe, Jacob, you know what I'm saying, the family, Bravo, LB, Junior, Iced Out, you know, Tiff from Push That Knife. And you can check their content out on YouTube. You just Push That Knife. It's all crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Definitely shout out to New York. Right? New York to Atlanta. With that being said, man, have a good one. I appreciate y'all. And, you know, just find something legal to do, man. You see, read these cases. Y'all gonna be busy all day, but leave some comments on Crown Court TV. So I know y'all seen it at least. Yo, this is dope. This is bad. Just leave some comments on those shows, because it's gonna be. I'm gonna keep you busy all day because it's between Preem and World. It's crazy. And remember, World used to mess with Little Kim. So maybe it'll tie your whole day up. You got nothing to do watch the kids, and it's an African American brother who put it together. Actually, I mean Crown Prince. With that being said, J.E. Moneybags out there in the streets, 196 on the construction business. He also is about to become a sponsor of the show. From a word from my sponsors, he does construction. He builds kitchens, he builds bathrooms, he builds pools. And he's Latino and he come from where we come from. With that being said, shout out to the Bronx, BX Bro. That's what we're doing on this. This is the do or the do, right? The peace to the gods, the peace to the Robinson family. It's alleged that Obar got legal weed now. You know what I'm saying? He went from catching a federal case for selling weed to actually having a legal license to sell marijuana. So salute the Obar Robinson. You know what I'm saying? And definitely the whole Robinson fan. But they've always been about their business. So if you've been in Albany, they used to own the Club Lifestyles. They used to own Club Lifestyles and they used to own half of Swan Street when it came to the property. So definitely shout out to the Robinson family, Stevie Robinson, Wise, you know, Mark, Shine, Obar, rest in peace to the Turtle, rest in peace, Pac-Man, salute to my man, Mad Brazy. Definitely shout out to the whole OSB Gambinos, you know what I'm saying? Free Mighty Mike and all that, right? That being said, peace.